Hello, it's Anya from Anya Marta Art. Today I'm coming to you with paint markers from Posca. These two sets I have because my son got them for a Christmas gift. His grandma thought they're going to be great for drawing on clothes or stones, so she got him two sets for Christmas. Amazing, what a great grandma. I have in my collection only 4 pens that I bought kind of single pens, and these are of medium size lilac, I think it's called lavender, orange large one, large green one, a very small white, which I really don't like, and it's very disappointing. It leaves that middle empty and out, a bit like a gel pen. So I don't know if you ever use that. It has, when you draw, there is a empty space in the middle. Really disappointed with that one. So from now on, only kind of middle or large sizes. And so this is apricot. That was apple green. So I use all these little guys for my mixed media drawing. Any painting, so these are working really well. Especially I love the lavender and I love the apricot, really nice colors. These are handy as well, especially that green, just to bring that vibrancy with any sort of greenery in. So I have 2 sets. I managed to get them back to original boxes because they were mixed up a little bit, and we have just standard colors here. And we have pastel colors. I'm not going to lie, I do prefer pastel ones on my first glance, but we're going to swatch them. We're going to see how they look on the paper, how they behave. And I also have one stone that I brought from the garden to see if they actually paint on surfaces like they claim. So let's start maybe with the pastel colors. I'm going to get them all out. So I have to admit, I am not really a fan generally. Oh, that's an apricot, so that doubles up. I'm not a fan of marker pens, any shape or form. Since I was a kid, I didn't really like the scratchiness, the feel of it, but I'm warming up to it. It works pretty well in mixed media kind of materials. So let's start with this one. I think once you open them, they are pretty much dry, empty. I don't know how to say that. So you need to give it a good shake. So there'll be lots of shaking, like drinks making, and then you press down. You let that ink go down, or paint. I think it's acrylic paint actually inside. So I'm pressing down. Yeah, it's coming closer. It's gonna be pain in the neck to do all of those, but you know, I'll do it. Oh, it's a really nice color actually. So I want to see what they look like. Layered, very opaque, and they're supposed to dry matte. I actually quite enjoy that. Lovely blue. Very nice blue, and it's similar to what the lid is indicating. So that color is sky blue. Next one is lavender. So again, that's another color that I already have, and I think I use that because it has the color. So the lavender, and you know what, the size of the tip is not too bad actually. I don't mind that. It's like a medium size, because on those large ones I have here, look, that has a huge coverage. So it really depends what sort of projects you're doing. That lavender seems to have very good coverage. Now apricot, so that's the same as the one I already have. Oh, that's gonna have to be pumped. So I'm holding for ages. Oh, it's coming out. So you see that tip turning from white to the color that it's supposed to be. And I think you can actually refill them, but someone said that you mustn't wait until they dry out, because then the marker is basically dead. I don't know if that's the same for Posca. I'll have to read a little bit. So apricot's really nice color, and this is really cute, light pink. I wonder how you can layer them over, if they would actually stay layered and visible. The other thing I wanted to do is decorate my iPad cover. I have very dark green cover, and I thought these light little maybe flowers or something like that, that might be very satisfying. That's very pretty color. Okay, and that was light pink. White, so that's going to be difficult to see. We would have to go over another color, so maybe I'll leave that till the end. This is aqua green. It says on the packaging here it's a bullet shaped 0.9 to 1.3 millimeters. I wonder what's the largest one you can get. I think I've seen in the art shop huge. Oh, that's really lovely color, kind of turquoise mint, I would say, minty. So that with pink could work really nicely together. That's really nice as well. It's a sunshine yellow. What a nice name. And I would probably call this one like a lemon yellow. It has very cool feel, where in the other set there is a warmer yellow. Okay, and another one, really lovely coral. This is one of my favorite colors in real life. Kind of cerulean blue and coral are my favorite colors ever. I wonder if I could use those for my mixed media when I do, for example, painting with gouache and then landscape, and just add a few little specks of maybe like flowers or something like that. Oh, that one's got lovely coverage. Very nice. Yeah. So now I have to use that blue to see the white. Let's see, can I come out? Oh my goodness, loads came out. I go across all of them. That one hasn't dried properly yet, so maybe it's really important to just be careful not to layer them whilst they're still wet. So these are our pastel range, and now let's have a look at the standard colors. So I can see my favorite here already. There's a beautiful warm yellow, and it's just called yellow here. Oopsie, 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 making a mess already. What should we start with? Maybe that black. Oh, it's already been used. So my son had a little go at his t-shirt. He made a little design. He calls it merge. He is a young YouTuber, and he made his t-shirt with his logo, I think, and it came off after a few washes. There's hardly anything there, but he was very happy when he finished his t-shirt. Maybe it would be better on shoes, I think, like a white trainers or something. Good coverage. Red. No one used that one yet. He is recording something in the background in the other room, and I don't want to tell him off because obviously we live together here. So you might hear him from time to time in this video. Oh, that is really lovely shade of red. My favorite, kind of warm, on the warm side. Purple. So that was red, I suppose. Yeah, just red. Violet. So it's just what it says on the tin that you get. Oh, they have numbers as well. So this one's number 12. Do they have numbers as well? No. Yes, number 1, number 66. So that might help you if you have a collection of your Posca marker pens, just to keep them organized with numbers if you don't want to write down just names of colors. Oh, that's really lovely. Very deep purple. Very nice. Lovely coverage as well. Oh, that's very strong pink, number 13. I wonder if it's going to be so vivid. So that's just pink. Then we have green. What did I expect? I was going to say. There are so many different shades of greens. I don't know if they must have loads of colors if there's one of them is number 66. So I imagine there are quite wide variety. Very nice, pleasant color. Now my favorite shade of yellow, which is just yellow here. It's gorgeous. Very nice. Just trying to see if there's any smell to them. There's nothing horrible when it comes to smelling. I am quite sensitive to a scent, so I'm glad that there isn't any horrible. Oh wow, that's beautiful blue. This is the blue. So I suppose they're just keeping it simple in that palette. So blue is very striking, gorgeous. Okay, so here's your other palette, and I imagine that's going to be exactly the same because this is number 1, this is number 1. It's just the same white. It just happens to be it's in both sets. So I'm not going to use that. Let's see if we can actually create some sort of shape and then go over it with another color, coloring in just like in the preschool. And apparently you can use it on very different surfaces like glass or stone. I don't think that will be my medium of choice for kind of long term for working with it, because it wouldn't be economical. It doesn't quite give that look. I would much prefer working with gouache, for example, rather than this. Just making those blobs to see, and then maybe layering some things on top. Okay, so I'm gonna let it dry and we're gonna come back and do some layering on top, see how they react. Okay, they're pretty much dry, I think. They feel really matte and very vivid. I also had a little walk by the window and they look really bright, really vivid colors. So if that's what you're after, they're amazing. And at the other side, it's a sketchbook with pretty thick pages. There's no kind of leaking anywhere here, which is great. And now let's have a look how we can maybe layer some other colors on top. Let me try this beautiful yellow on top of something darker. Yeah, so that's really good. It actually stays true to color. Yellow on top of blue. Let's see that lighter yellow. How would that behave? Yeah, it's pretty much opaque, vivid. That's very reassuring. That pink. So you can create really beautiful combinations with colors just going over different colors. And they don't make it dirty. They don't make the pen itself dirty, which is amazing. Something lighter now. Wow, very nice. Oh, I think I'm going to experiment with these, creating maybe more flowers or something punchy. My favorite coral. Let's give it a try. Blue and coral. Look at that combo. Such a beautiful color. Black, obviously that's going to be very good coverage because black is pretty much very dark. Ooh. Watch out for some hair. No problem there. It's just I was wondering whether those lighter colors will cover. How about the white? Ah, that's not good. Oh my gosh. That must have lots of what's it called, ink or paint, because that just went flying everywhere. Maybe my son was using it. Let's try that one. Okay, it has a nice opacity. It's not 100% like a maybe acrylic paint itself from the tube, but still it works. It's beautiful. So I think that will be quite interesting. Let's see over that black here. Maybe if you layer it a few times, it would stay more opaque, maybe not. So you basically need to play with your materials. You need to give it a go and have a testing what works with another medium, and that way you can only figure out if your pens, marker pens, will work in a certain way. How about blending? Do they blend in any way? So if we just put a little bit of that pink here and then quickly move to this blue. Not much blending, they're very solid. Okay, so they're more for creating very flat kind of image. One more thing I was going to try is stone. So I pick up this rock from the garden. It looks a bit like a potato. And we're going to try to use that paint on top of it, see how that reacts. Let me do maybe blue. Very nice. It's very vivid, very opaque. I think I'm going to be busy in the next 2 weeks just drawing on stones. And you could just leave it like that, or you could pop a little varnish, I think, on top. How cute! What a great little tool that is for making designs in stone or anything really. Plant pots, that might be a good idea to do. So on top of another color, and that covers up pretty well as well. Even very light color like this lightest yellow has a really nice, vivid chroma. Let's see the white, the infamous white on top. Create nice little kind of folky designs with those. Something darker this time. Let's try. Gorgeous cover. Wow, these are really good for creating any sort of designs on the stone. So I would highly recommend, if you don't want to play with brushes, and it can be quite messy with the stones, where this it really soaks nicely the paint and pretty much dries straight away, because it's such a porous texture. It will take that paint really well. If you want to create background, you could do as well. But stone has such a nice background already. Texture and surface, that will be a shame. Just want to see the effect. Okay. Wow, that's so nice. Personally, any shades of blues against that kind of tan, earthy, light brown looks so nice in my opinion. So here we are, guys. I have swatched and reviewed those 2 sets of Posca. There are 8 markers on each, and I think I'll be borrowing them again from Miles and having a go with maybe a mixed media painting. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!